I know he's worried about free trade deals with America, but there's only one chlorinated chicken that I can see in this house, and he's on that bench. Will he confirm again? Will he confirm? We have a vision for this country as the most prosperous and successful economy in Europe because we are going to unite and level up. The problem with the Labour Party today, Mr. Speaker, is that he's a lawyer, not a leader. That's the truth. Yeah, what? They don't like it, Mr. Speaker, it's true. They always put up taxes, that's why. They love it. They love putting up taxes. The Shadow Education Secretary says that their economic policy is, and I quote, Mr. Speaker, by your leave, or bust. I say it's both. I say it's both. He's been captured. He has been jugulated. He has been reprogrammed by his honourable friends. He has been turned now into a Remainer. And you've cared so deeply for the rights of backbenchers that you've done more than anyone since Stephen Hawking to stretch time in this particular session. And as we come to the end of what must be the longest retirement since Frank Sinatra, Mr. Speaker, wages are now outperforming inflation for the first time in a decade. The living wage, a conservative policy. Which I'm proud to say I championed in London and was then stolen by our wonderful Conservative government and put into a national policy to take this country out of the EU on October the 31st, to get Brexit done. What he says is completely without any foundation whatever. I did not attack the BBC last night for their coverage of Ukraine. He must be out of his tiny mind, Mr. Speaker. We think that the friends of this country are to be found in Paris, and in Berlin, and in the White House, and he thinks that they're in the Kremlin, and in Tehran, and in Caracas. And I think he's Caracas, Mr. Speaker. We understand that unless you support wealth creation, unless you believe in British business and British enterprise and British industry, you will not have the funds. Unless you have a strong economy, you will not be able to pay for a fantastic NHS, Mr. Speaker.
He's desperate, absolutely desperate, to avoid scrutiny.
He flip-flops from day to day, Mr. Speaker. One day he's in favour of staying in the EU. The next day he's willing to accept Brexit. Mr. Speaker, the leader of the opposition has more flip-flops than Bournemouth Beach. And I'm also proud of the leadership that I have given. And I will be leaving, Mr. Speaker. I will be leaving soon with my head held high. Hasta la vista, baby. Thank you.